Hey, YouTube. Welcome.
Hey. It's all right. I was
It's
just
another
choking on
episode
water,
of this
so.
freaking show. I got yelled at a second ago.
Yeah.
So I had to restart. So, yes, welcome. This is Morning After Music Show. We are doing Crystal Lake's Helix, as Brett likes to call it.
It's not just Brett.
It's just me.
Also, the Japanese robot says it in the album, so we're going with it. Great album to listen to this week. Great choice.
Oh, dude, this is so good.
Great choice.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
It's only been a matter of time since we dove into Crystal Lake. Ever since we found him.
Yep.
Thanks, Fire Force Season 1, Opening 2.
I feel like we talk about them at least once a week. And then it might not have anything to do with anything.
Once a week. Brett listens to them literally every day.
Not every day.
I believe it, though.
Every day you turn them on. It's them and August Burns Red and Daft Punk. That's it.
Yeah, that was it.
And Daft Punk.
Dude, I've had Random Access Memory going on repeat for like for the last week for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame you. And neither can the viewers at home. Hey, how's it going, guys? Got a question of the day for you. Before I do that, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and the bell and all that. Come watch us on Twitch and we can try to be tour salutes and figure out who the blacked out dates on the Ohio is for Lovers Fest are together.
Yeah.
And then you can,
Fun time.
Yeah. You can hear me sing Alicia Keys. But I got a question today for you boys. I would like to know, what is your favorite song off of this here album? Figure that'd be an
just
easy
one?
Yeah, just one
Just
song.
one.
Okay.
Your tippy top one.
So I'll go first.
Do it.
Okay. My favorite song is the last song on this album, Sanctuary.
Dude, so good.
Good
It
choice.
So
is
good.
such a good song.
I was
And
actually
it's
just
such a
thinking that one too.
It's a perfect ending to an album too.
It is. It really is.
Right. And what's cool about that is like there's so many heavy tracks that like dip into like deathcore, and then that's just a nice so beautiful ending. It just trails out and it's like I see the light. I'm not sad anymore. right? Like it's I mean, it makes sense. The song's called Sanctuary, right? So like there's something uplifting about it. There's like that chanty aspect to it. I bet that song is a killer closer at a concert too.
Sanctuary. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Fucking, the top tier one.
was thinking
Brett,
that
what
too.
about you?
Yeah, since Josh said that, I'm not going to pick the obvious ones. I'm going to go plus 81.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no.
Big fan.
I didn't know that one existed
no.
before listening to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot take. I hate that song.
Do you really?
Really?
That song is cringe. I cannot
Like
listen to it.
Godzilla. Godzilla coming from the east to the west or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes though,
Oh, yeah, dude. It's fun.
it's like I don't.
It is
I
a
don't
fun
know.
one.
I feel like though, like Crystal Lake has a really good time, like writing good lyrics, and then it's like they have a couple of those kind of songs. That's like, why did you do that?
Dude, they
That
covered
goes on the
Limp
B
Bizkit.
sides.
They covered Limp Bizkit.
They
I
sure
know.
did.
And they do that corn thing in that one song.
They
too.
do the corn things. They do the weird chanty Zumba and
then they do
the ritual. You got like.
Well, funny you mentioned those, Brett, because I would have before today maybe gone with Apollo. Apollo's very good, but Hail to the Fire. I don't know. Something about the Zomba Zomba.
That's a good one.
Get me going.
That's a good one.
And Ritual, the one with the woo woo. It's fucking great. Gets you pumped. I want to lift.
Dude, honestly, Agony's a good song too, though. I like Agony a lot.
Oh, dude.
But-
I mean,
Agony,
Last of Forever is really good. They're all so
There's
good,
probably
man.
something good in every track. It's just some are better than others, in my opinion.
Josh, you just described how albums work.
No, sometimes you can just hit them 100% top to bottom. Some albums exist like that. Okay.
There's
so many good moments.
There's so many
But
good
we'll
moments.
get into those.
Yeah.
We'll get into them because oh no, there goes Tokyo. Go Godzilla. It's Crystal Lake. It's Helix or Helix, whatever you want to call it. It is the band's 5th studio album. It was released in Japan on November 28th, 2018, and then a couple months later, February 15th, 2019 in the US and abroad. It has 12 tracks and at 40 minutes and 26 seconds. The performers on this record were Ryo Kinoshita on the vocals, Ooh, a terrible one. Josh, give me a good look.
One of those.
Yeah, thank you. Yudai YD Miyamoto, Mr. Nintendo himself, on the lead guitar and the backing vocals, and Shinya Hori on the rhythm guitar. This is also his last album. He left the band in 2020 for personal reasons. Don't know what that meant. So you might have noticed I didn't mention a bass player or a drummer. There wasn't official members at this time. They had their touring bassist, Bitoku Sakamoto, for their bass, and then Gaku Tora for their drums. He would later become a full-time member in 2021.
He is so good.
Very good. And very energetic as we watched the Resurrection Fest, which you could have joined us for YouTube when we watched it live, Brett and I, last week.
Yeah.
Great video. Couple of features on this album. It has AJ Rebolo, the old screamer from Issues, doing vocals on Aeon, which I said it before, don't know where they're at. I don't know where those features are at, but they're there.
That's during the scary robot part. Like the actual scary robot part.
Oh, he is the robot.
Ooh.
Ooh. Sidetrack real fast. Did you guys notice in the description for the Daft Punk episode, I just took the entire transcript from when Mr. Krabs is calling into the radio station and it's like, what's that one song that goes beep bop boop boop? I just did the whole thing. In space.
That's too good.
And then also Daniel McWhorter and Tyler Riley from Gideon do vocals on Lost and Forever, Zomba Zomba. The female vocals or the background vocals that you hear in that song and others were from Kaya Otomo and Satsuki Makimura. I didn't fuck up a single name. Hell yeah. Japanese names are great.
Aren't they?
The production. Yeah.
Solid anime, bro.
Yeah.
Solid anime. The production team were Crystal Lake and Daihi Yamanaka for the producers. Yamanaka was also the engineer. Only other credit I saw for them was from a band called Heaven in Her Arms from, thanks Dizzy, White Halo. Mixing and mastering were done by Drew Falk, aka Wizard Build, and Jeff Dune. We've seen them a few times on this here show. They both worked on Ice Nine Kills for Horrorwood, for Silent Planet with Iridescent, Wage War with Manic. Drew Falk had a writing credit for Bloodsucker from You're Welcome, from the album we don't talk about. And Jeff Dune also worked on Born of Osiris, Angel, or Alien. Drew Falk also just did the new State Champs album, Kings of the New Age. And Jeff Dune also has worked on Chunk No Captain Chunk's Pardon My French, Animals' Leader Joy of Motion, and The Color Morale, My Devil in Your Eyes. The singles for this album were Apollo, Aeon, Lost in Forever, Devilcry, Hail to the Fire, Zomba Zomba, and Sanctuary.
Every song.
Yeah.
Half the album.
God damn.
Don't want singles for this one. But you know what? They worked out because it got their name out there.
It sure did.
And
that's true.
Good thing. And then as far as charts are, I found it interesting. On Oricron, which I guess is the Japanese albums chart, only peaked at 23. Also peaked at 23 on the Billboard Independent chart, but number 9 on the Billboard Heatseeker. So not bad for a Japanese metalcore band, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
good.
Yeah. And there you go. Brett, you fucking love this band.
I do.
You run it into the dirt just about as much as I do with Inner Shikari. So why don't you lead us astray and lead us off on this one?
Oh man, I don't even know where to start, dude. Like this shit
at
is
the
my
beginning,
soundtrack.
preferably.
At the beginning.
Yeah, preferably.
Yeah. So many moons
with
ago,
words too.
long ago in a galaxy far, far away called Tampa, Florida. We were watching an anime called Fire Force, and there's a song it was Cold Rain, and it's called Mayday. And there's this dude, there's like screams in it. We're like, who the hell is this screamer? Look up this Rio guy, and then we find Apollo, and it's dude. Yeah,
mind blowing.
Every day since. It really has been pretty much every day. I have something from them on. I don't know. There's something about this, especially with this album as a whole. Like you're kind of like, you don't have to do it top to bottom. You know, you can just hear one at a time. But there's so much energy changes that are in this. Like, you know, sometimes it's, you know, you get the feels going. Sometimes you're just like, you know, you're ready to go. You want to go party. I don't know. It's just fun. It's just the way that they kind of package it together. I don't know. There's just something about it. There's
a lot of atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's not just heavy for the sake of being heavy. It's like, oh, no, you feel it.
It's tasteful.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when he goes low and those breakdowns happen, you feel it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude.
You feel it.
And like they're not the most technical, you know, things I've ever heard in my life. But it's just the way they put it together. There's just something about it. It's just special. You know? I don't
think they're meaning to. Like they're not going out of their way to say like, hey, we want to be. They're all great musicians, clearly, but they're not like going out of their way to say that, oh yeah, we are the best and here's why. Let me show off Polyphia, right? Like they're not like that. I think they're just writing a song. It is a true composition package, like you say.
It's genuine, you know. It's genuine. Mm-hmm. Like you can tell that these guys truly like what they're writing. You know, they want to do this. They like what they're putting out. You know, they're not fighting with each other. They're not fighting with the producer and being like, fuck all this and fuck this. And then you've got In a Day to Remember 15-minute outro of them just fucking talking to each other because they didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
And what's interesting is you guys watched their live show on you know, last week, and we watched some of those videos earlier in the show. They look happy as shit.
Yes.
Like they look like they're having a great time. And that's important.
Yep.
Because it's not just a business. It's like, no, we're a bunch of friends and we're going to play music, and it just happens to fucking melt faces off.
That's why I've always liked August Burns Red so much, because when you're watching them, it's like, yeah, this is technical. This is hard shit. But
they are loving
fun,
every second
man.
of it.
It's fun. Yeah. And it's genuine, and it's you can attach to that.
Yeah.
Like watching those the Resurrection Fest video, like you can just tell the passion that these guys have for like the music and just playing live in general, and like it's just it translates. There's all of them are putting on a show. No one's just standing off to the side. Like they're all spinning around and
the whole
doing
time.
all their fun stuff.
The whole time.
They walk out and immediately and they're slapping the audience in the face. Like Rio is just fucking. There's no talking. Like, hey guys, Chris Lake. He's like, you know, they're just going at it.
Oh man,
straight away,
dude. They had a circle pit going before the music even started.
Right.
You just hear like, like it's just them coming out. Massive circle pit going.
Yeah.
Great. They're definitely 100%. This is what new core, whatever you want to call it. This is exactly what that should sound like in today's age. I think them, Spirit Box are definitely pushing that forward, and I'm all here for it. There's just grooves all over the place.
Yeah, and we were discussing that, you know, in the pre-show. If you know, people watching would be on our Twitch, you would hear these conversations. It really is like there are bands that have continued with metalcore, so like the As I Lay Dyings with the War of Ages and etc. But that's like old hat, right? They're just perfecting old hat and just keeping that. This is a band that like probably started there in the early 2000s, or I think it was 2010 when Into the Great Beyond came out. And then
the Garbage Edition,
the Garbage Edition, and then they remastered it, and that album, we're talking about that old hat kind of metalcore that we love, but they were like, we have to continue to progress. We can't just keep making the same album 100.
Yep.
You know, so I think hearing, you know, this album Helix, it really is a powerful. What are we all? Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it.
I think it's a really powerful because it's not trying to be techie, it's not trying to be gent or trying to be too deathcore. They're just mixing a little bit of all the genres that we and have, you know, grown into. out of our metalcore phase, but they're still holding on to it in a tasteful way in 2022.
Yes.
Or 2019 for this album specifically.
Yeah. Yeah. I think part of that's production work. The production on this album is fucking fire.
Yes.
The way it opens with Helix, and Aeon, brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal openings.
Absolutely.
Good God, the lows.
Absolutely.
Good God.
Way to get punched in the face at the beginning.
Dude, right away. I think Outgrow is a very good like kill switch vibe ballad. 81, like I said, was a new one for me. And I'm just here to say I love Japanese Limp Bizkit. And Rio is Godzilla. Care what you say, Josh. The one song, the major complaint
Gojira.
I have Gojira. Major complaint I have is the fucking phone buzzing in Just Confusing.
Dude,
and
okay.
I think that one's the weakest one.
So we were talking about that before the show, like, a few hours ago. This is I agree with you. It is annoying as shit. But have you ever heard a phone in a song and every single time you know it's coming and you still check yours because it's so like you can feel the vibration through the fucking song. Like you can feel your phone vibrating in your pocket through when you hear this and you check it. Like I was telling Cody, like the restaurant I worked at in Austin, I'd have this album going and that song would come on. Everyone in the kitchen immediately hand in the pocket, checking their phone every single time. And, I hear everyone go, God damn it, checking fucking this goddamn song's playing again. But, like, that's some damn good production, man. It's doing that. Like, I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. Production. Like
I'm not saying it's good. It's still annoying as shit. But
also, it wouldn't be that bad if it happened only at the front or only at the back. But it does that thing that music videos do that you hate when it stops the fucking song to do it.
Yep.
It's weird. I don't know. That was a weird choice. Also, like, the lyrics in that one are the weakest.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying it before. Sometimes.
What not more? I'm like, all right.
But there's some of them are great though, and you feel them, and you're like, oh my god, this is like transcendent lyrically. And then it's like, what are we doing on the next track, bro?
Devilcry, the one right before it, is a great song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it goes from Devilcry to the annoying phone to Apollo.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't really fit really well. It would have probably been fine as a B-side. I think they should have replaced that one with The Circle with the guy from Cold Rain on it. I think that should have been on the album instead of Just Confusing.
Yeah, I love that song, and I know it's not what this album is about, but The Circle in the video, it really was like, is this what we're gonna get, for this album? You're right. That would have been awesome to have sticking. Like, that would be another feature that would be a perfect connection to the I guess the idea of as a whole, the concept as a whole. I think it works because at the end of the video we watched in the pre-show, it said, like, it was talking about the circle, right? It's like, in the circle we are, blah blah blah. They should have had that on there. It would all connected.
It would. So I think it should have at least been like on a deluxe version.
Or add a track.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 12 songs, make it 13.
Yeah.
It's 12 songs, and it's not really 12 songs. It's really 10 because they have two intro
9
songs. Really 9, yeah.
Because of Ritual.
No. 10 because you got Ritual and Helix. Take
and then,
those out.
And
oh,
then
wait.
Just Confusing.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
So.
True.
You could have taken them out. You could
There's
have
3 not real songs on this.
You could have put Machina on there, the B-side for Apollo. That would have been good.
Watch Me Burn would have been good on here too.
Watch Me Burn would have been good. But I mean, that's really my only complaint about this album. That's the only thing keeping it from a 10 for me, really. Everything else about it is fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, and Apollo and Sanctuary, 10 out of 10 great closers.
Oh, dude, what a way to end an album.
For real.
Hey, how long is 600 seconds?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I told you. It ain't around no more.
Oh my god,
anyway,
that's hilarious.
And you know what is? It is hilarious. And you know what else is hilarious? The internet. And in the internet, we have a bunch of reviews we got to get to in the podcast within the podcast called Viewed, Skewed, and Reviewed, which is the part we're in now. Whoa, crazy. You already know how this goes. I go through the internet. I found every single review I could find for the album to get a nice little average. Played out really well when I plugged those ones in for the episodes Josh missed. And the Monolith is looking a little weird, a little different now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Things have been moved.
Did you say the Monolith?
The Monolith.
Yeah.
The list.
The Monolith of Mosh.
The lid. The lid.
The lid. No, the lid.
The lid.
Patrick, the lid.
I don't know why I go to that.
References in this episode. Anyhow, already heard. We're going to be bouncing around a lot. Spoiler alert. Already heard gave it a 5. Yep, I know what you're saying, Brett.
Wow.
Out of 10? Yes.
Wow.
Dead Press gave it a 6. Distorted Sound gave it a 9. Exclaim gave it a 7 as well. Kill Your Stereo New Noise also gave it 7s. New Transcendence gave it a 10 out of 10. Hell yeah, brother. Rock and Load gave it an 8. The Soundboard and Sputnik both gave it 7s. Metal Temple gave it a 9. Metal Report gave it an 8. Rate Your Music have it at a 6.62. All About the Rock, hell yeah, brother, gave it a 9. Dead Rhetoric also gave it a 5. Hysteria gave it a 7. And Album of the Year's user average was a 6.3. And on YouTube, got a couple boys this time. Usually it's just us, but no, we are among some people. Like Among the Fence also gave it a 5. Rocked gave it a 6. Audio Addiction gave it a 9.8. Japanese Music Nerd gave it a 9. Ghost Boy gave it a 9. Core Reviews gave it a 7.5. And finally, Soul Exchange Music gave it an 8. So, all over the place. Where do you think we're landing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume those lower scores, those 5s, have to be because they don't like the genre jumping. I would assume
That's fair. Yeah, I think for us in particular,
it's jarring at first.
Yeah,
unless you're about it, I can.
Yeah, unless you're about it, and like those are every genre they go to, we like.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's not like I kind of like metal, but it's like Breaking Benjamin metal. you know, it's like no, it's they're vastly different. Yeah. So I can see that, but I still think
it's still real low. I mean, just production alone pushes that number.
Like,
past
what's their criteria? You're saying they're it sounds bad, or you just not like the songs. Like
what is this?
But for the internet, I would say this is sitting because of those low 5s. There are some higher
there's a few
numbers as well. I'm gonna say 7.75.
Okay.
But I might be a little low. But I think with everything, that's where I feel the average might be.
Josh has a 7.75. Brett, what about you?
I'm gonna go like 7.9. I don't think it's 8.
The 10s might have pulled it.
The 10s are kind of throwing me off, and there's a few 9s, but there's more. There's a lot of 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, this time the internet wins it. It's actually a 7.43.
Oof.
Oh,
those 5s and that 6, a couple of 6s.
There's a few 6s.
Yeah. Just fucking
really did number.
Normies.
Really?
Normie fools.
Yeah.
7.43. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Ours is gonna be higher.
It will be.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into it then. Who wants to go? Who wants to start?
Brett, it was your album.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, like usual, I'm gonna try to keep it quick. You know, because again, we were talking about the production and the musicianship, and we've already kind of gone over it. You know, songwriting, lyrics, you know, they're good for the most part. You know, there's those couple weird parts here and there, but to me, it's part of the charm. You know, it's just makes it kind of giggle for a second and then keep going. And then you know, musicianship, they're really good. They're not you know, Pliny or anything out there, you know, or Arch Echo, but like, you know,
they don't
good.
need to be.
Yeah, exactly. They don't need to be. You know, they're still really, really good. Production, yeah, best.
Top tier.
Best.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. Originality. I was telling Cody, they're not playing anything I've never heard before. The way they package it, you will never question. You will never question it.
Yeah, the individual parts that you've heard before could be a song for some other band, but they were like, I'm going to put that in for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But that's the packaging idea that you're talking. It's very meticulously put together on purpose.
Spot on. And then where am I at? Memorability. I mean, come on, man. I remember all this shit.
Of course you do. You fucking,
Yeah, it's your album.
you're listening to it right now. Like,
It's just always on. Should I get my score?
sure, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I try not to be biased, but it just wasn't
Hey,
gonna happen.
bias. Who cares? Everything's
I
fine.
know. Come on.
Yeah.
It's the 60th episode.
It is. It's a 9.4.
Woo!
Okay.
9.4.
Okay.
Nice.
Very
Josh,
good.
what about you?
Okay, so I'm a little more critical. That's just how I am. I'm usually the one.
Are you moist critical? Are you Charlie?
Oh, I wish I had that money and clout.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But anyway, songwriting, lyrics. There are some songs that are top tier songs. Like they're written very, very well. And then sometimes they get cringe. So I had to dock them a little bit. 7.5 there. Still respectable. Musicianship, 9, because like they're doing awesome shit. Like the drummer, they sound like triggered drums, but they are not insane.
He's the most talented one, I think.
Oh, for sure. I think all of them are great.
They're all they're all
the
good.
drummer's doing something.
God
all right?
damn, yeah,
He earned his place with this album.
yes,
For
Right.
sure.
yes.
Production, like you said, 8.8, really, really good. I think it sounds really solid. Originality, I'm giving them an 8 here because of what we talked about with the packaging and the fact that this is what the new metalcore should be. I think this sets a standard. And then memorability, I like other albums more. This album's still good, but there's parts that I forgot. Like we were listening through, it's like, oh, that's a weird song. I forgot about that one because maybe those are the ones you skip or they're not the ones that are saved in the playlist.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's a 6.7 for me. The songs that I know. The ones I don't, I'm like, I don't really like this. You know, and I skip.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But that putting those numbers together, that's an 8 for me.
An 8?
8.
Right on the dot.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
And from Josh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right.
I'm usually always in the 7s, so I don't like giving anybody.
Yeah, I mean, if this was anyone else, I probably wouldn't have scored as high. It's just
Probably 8.4.
this is my shit, man.
All right. Well, let me piggyback off you. Songwriting and lyrics, I give it an 8.74. I'm not as offended by the cringe lyrics at times. But all the negatives, it's gonna come from the just confusing. They lost big points for that one for me. Like today, I was trying, and I was just like, even beyond the cell phone going off, it's like I'm reading the lyrics, and there's nothing there. Ain't nothing happening on that one.
They're a little rough.
I mean, hell, the Zomba Zomba song is just a hype live song to tell you to get in the fucking pit and rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's fucking fine. That ain't fucking, you ain't writing scripture off of that one. But like, but I think they do really shine when they are talking about serious stuff. Devilcry stands out a lot. Apollo, Aeon,
Sanctuary,
Sanctuary.
Right. Lost in Forever.
Lost in Forever. Musicianship 9.61. They're fucking. It's fucking great.
Good.
Fucking great. What makes it a 10? I don't know. Thanks for not asking. What is a 10 though? Production. I think this album sounds immaculate.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Could not ask for more.
Pardon the cliche, but it's music to my ears. Originality, gave it a 9. Brett, you nailed it. They're not doing anything particularly new, but especially for, again, a band from Japan, a metal band from Japan, sounding this good, doing the things that they're doing, getting the hype that they got behind them now, Ryu being on every fucking feature. You're right. There's no way you could hear any of these songs and think they are any other band.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hear this song for the first time, you're like, who is this? Hell, what happened with us when we heard Mayday for the first time.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And I don't know if you remember, that was the first episode of Fire Force I watched with you, Brett.
Was it?
So the intro just started playing. I just thought it was the fucking intro, and I look over at you, you're like, what the fuck's happening over here? I didn't know that was legal.
It
you
is
could stream in an intro.
Yeah, this is still the best intro. song ever.
It's just polished. Stuff is polished with them.
Not if you ask the anime community, but they're
they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, they're J-rock people. Yeah. They're not J-metal people.
Memorability.
Fucking fan service people.
Yeah.
That's true.
I gave memorability 8.5 simply because I know half of the album very well because of the singles.
Yeah.
Don't really know the other half, but now that I've listened to them, I'll definitely remember Outgrowing 81 for sure. And hell, yeah. I mean, I didn't know which song was a ZOBMA ZOMBA song other than, when Brett would listen to it. So altogether, mine, not the top this week. I'm right in the middle. I'm at a 9.17.
Ooh,
okay.
You're close though.
I'm still the lowest, as is tradition.
As is tradition.
Yeah.
So let me plug the numbers in. Brett, bring us over to that big old monolith.
The monolith.
Hey.
Oh shit! Okay.
All right. See, I fixed it this week.
Yay!
Yeah. Josh isn't a little one on the other side.
Yay!
I like being over there.
Right.
I'll put you back then, damn it.
I'll see where it's going. Boys, start taking your picks.
I mean, mine's shooting it way up.
Mm-hmm. Well, mine is too.
And mine's pulling it down.
True. Yeah, so if anything, Josh is pulling it down.
But it's got to be above 8. Okay. And with yours being, you said 9.6, Brett, or 9.4?
4.
9.4.
9.4 and 9.1?
9.14, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Phineas, you.
I don't know. Yeah, Josh, you're just throwing me off.
It's above 9. I will say.
So, you think so? You think so?
It's got to be.
You think it's the
top
new number 9 or the new number 8?
Top 10 for sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
I'm thinking 7, honestly.
You're thinking 7?
Yeah, I think 7.
I'm thinking that's why I said with Phineas.
Down.
Because if you look at Silent Planet, right? You guys scored it high, and I don't give a shit. And it's still 8.7. So, and I like this one. So this one's got to be up there. Then I'm thinking I'll go with you, Brett. I'll say 8. I say it replaces Silent Planet.
I'm thinking 7. I'm thinking it's replacing Phineas. I think it's just going to be just below Happiness.
If anything, we're pushing a little too high. If anything, but.
All right.
What you got?
It is the new number 8. God damn it! What happened? Oh, God, these fucking Google Docs. What are you doing?
So we have 1 or 0.1.
Cody, are you typing?
Ooh.
I am.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
It also fucked everything up. We'll have to fix it later.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Should be 2019 or 2018.
Not a lot of variance 19. There. It's very, very close.
Okay. So, gonna need a number between 0.79 and 0.89. So you got a whole 10 digits.
Oof.
Let's say 8.6.
Going with the
initial D. Yeah.
Yes. 8.6.
8.3.
Doing it for Dale. And also for ever.
Always do it for Dale.
Always Dale. Right?
Number 3, never forget.
You
8.6.
I'm so sick of this.
Shit.
I don't like how you're doing math subconscious.
Miss Sleeper would be proud.
Man. No, she wouldn't. I'm still alive.
I don't
So yeah, new number 8. Wow. Just below barely. Phineas. Just below Phineas. That's that Josh.
I had the right number. You had the right. Yeah.
True.
Look at that.
But
sure.
Because I knew it had to be close to Silent Planet, but if your scores were in the 9s before, mine was definitely not in the 9s for Silent.
I think
was not in the 8s either.
Cody, do you have our scores by chance for that?
For that one, no.
Okay.
No, it's too far back.
Yeah.
Definitely, you guys were up there because I was low because I
could look it up real fast while y'all talk.
Okay. That's fair.
But
you know what? We'll talk about it later. YouTube, if you want to know, go watch that episode.
That's right. We don't need to be wasting time with you. Okay.
Yeah, you waste your time.
No, it is. Yes. That's a perfect place for it.
Yeah. And funny, two people who worked on this album worked on Silent Planet. So right there, right next to it.
Yep.
Solid team.
God damn.
7, 8, and 9.
Dude, yeah, those
Look at
three
those.
right
Look
there.
at those. Yeah, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah.
They're doing these are the bands that are doing the things for the
They are doing
metalcore.
the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little update on the list real fast, just because things got pushed around. Periphery. Well, let's do it in order in the things. Brett, scroll down to number 40, please.
Shit, hold on.
That is where Southern Weather now sits, at number 40, right under Oath for Voyeurist, and above Bloodywood. Did you know India has a bunch of people who speak
I'm
English?
not done. I'm not far enough yet. Oh, I'm
Listen,
sorry.
last time we talked about that, we all had mental. Let's just
Let's never
talk about that.
I mean, it's doing great. It's
Yeah,
our best.
sure is.
It's our best
So,
one.
Almost is down there at number 40 with a 7.53.
Wow.
Up next, we had. Let me see. Whoop, wrong one. Album ratings. There we go. We had. Let me go in order. We had Animals as Leaders, Parisia. That is now the new number 26 at 8.18. So that's good. After that was Dirty Heads, Cabin by the Sea. That got pushed down to number 17, 8.43. Tied with 4 Years Strong. Josh, I'm going to go ahead and assume you're going to vote for Brain Pain over Cabin by the Sea any day.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. And I agree. Nothing against the album. I actually really liked it, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
The internet
and
made it
that's-
steak.
Yep. After that, Periphery was our next one. It got pushed down to the new number 15 at 8.47. And then we did Discovery from Daft Punk. That got to an 8.33. And that is it. We are all caught up, and that is the official listing.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, especially because Periphery was like, what, 10, I think, before?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one got pushed down real far.
That's good enough.
I mean, probably would have been further down if I was actually, to be honest.
Look at those three 17, 18, 19, all Brett albums. They're all
Yep.
right next to each other.
Yep.
Yep.
Bastards.
So next week
We could do that. We could see who picks the best albums. Who has the
well,
most
so
in the top
far,
20?
I think I got the top 5 right now.
You do.
I think I picked the top 5.
No, I picked
All my
Under Oath.
album. I don't even see.
Oh, you
any of my
picked Under
albums.
Oath.
Yeah,
Okay.
I picked Under Oath.
Okay.
And Dance Gavin Dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
sick.
Phineas. You picked Phineas.
Did I pick Phineas?
Yeah.
Was that mine?
I think so.
I got one in the top 10.
Yeah, you got Deer Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, 7 up.
I
Sean.
definitely picked Silent Planet, that's for sure.
I don't even remember the songs or albums I picked. To be honest with you.
Cody, you did A Day to Remember.
Mm-hmm.
And Spirit Box, I think. And Bill Murray.
And
Josh,
Every
we'll
Time I Die.
we'll give you every time.
That's not.
you get one.
I don't remember.
You get
We're
one.
I
going
think it
back
was.
too far now.
I think that was mine. Huh?
Yeah, I think it was Every Time I Die. Technically, I think Linkin Park was supposed to be your week, so you can have that one.
Yeah, you can have that.
That's right. Number one, motherfuckers.
Yeah. All right, but enough about that. Let's talk about
That's
next
funny.
week. What album are you going to do? I'm thinking about doing a new album
So it's your pick,
because
right?
we haven't done one. Yes, because Josh, you're moving, right?
Yes.
So it's going to be another one that
It's just
you're not
this
there
year.
for.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go with a new album because we haven't done a new one in a couple months, and there have been some things that have been released that been given some listens to, and they sound pretty interesting. So I'm going to go
There's new
with.
Deer Hunter. Just saying.
There is new Deer Hunter, but it's not an album.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. We're gonna go on a new band that we all aren't that familiar with. We have 3 other singles on the playlist. Links down to that playlist below. Moontooth, Phototroph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're going Southern Swancore on this one.
Yeah. Kind
I
of sounds
think-
a little bit like Mastodon.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
about it.
Yes. Exactly what you said.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
YouTube, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a sub. If you're still here, come join us on Twitch. We do the show every week on a day. Oh my God. Hello. Wow. You're getting attacked.
Welcome
that's
to
it.
the kick.
Yeah. Hiya. Goodbye. Helix. See ya.
Come on.
Boy.